David Sanders Jr. made his collegiate debut for the Tennessee Volunteers this past weekend against Mississippi State. We're going to take a look at some clips. He played a total of 11 snaps. It was a relief appearance. Jesse Perry got hurt early in the fourth quarter. David Sanders Jr. came in, so it's kind of hard to form an opinion about a football player, especially an offensive lineman, after only 11 snaps. But we're going to take a look at what he did this past week. I'm not going to really have a strong opinion. Like I said, only 11 snaps. I really uploaded this for Tennessee fans, just so you guys can see what he did. And if you guys have an opinion, feel free to reach out. So what really sticks out to me with David Sanders Jr., right? It's a tough thing to start as an offensive lineman, to even play as an offensive lineman in the SEC as a true freshman. There's so much physical development that has to go on from 12th grade, going into your freshman years in college for you to even see the field. And I think we see that with David Sanders. 6'6", 305. He's very sculpted, doesn't he? Look, he's playing right tackle. He's number 70. Look how well put together he is. Doesn't he just look like a edge protector going forward? He just looks the part of a high-end offensive lineman going forward. A lot of these, he doesn't have a fat man build at all. I really do like the way David Sanders Jr. is put together as a true freshman. That's why you're seeing him so early. It's a tough thing to play offensive line as an 18-year-old in the SEC. That's a very difficult thing. So we're going to take a look at what he did this past week against Mississippi State. Had a bad PFF grade, and I don't really get caught up in that. I think he did have a false start in the end zone or in the red zone. Ended up being a 3rd and 6. They ended up converting, but that's kind of why you're seeing his PFF grade bad. In pass protection, I thought he played pretty well. You see how agile he is on that first pass set. We're gonna take a look at a clip in a little bit where it's not necessarily not the agility that he needs to work on. Just kind of understanding pass protection that we're gonna see in a little bit, but just a beast on these down blocks. We're gonna see him put a guy on his ass in a couple plays. Just him coming down on this defensive lineman here. But you guys let me know. At the end of the day, it's 8 clips. It's a minute of highlights we're watching, and I just put whatever I thought was kind of interesting, just so Tennessee fans can have an opinion how you think he played. This is all upper body here, right? God damn. Where was the pass protection? I missed it. This one right here where Joey Aguilar ends up having to step up. This is a great play by Joey Aguilar, but what I want to point out about the right tackle, David Sanders Jr., that we're watching right now, this linebacker has to get picked up by him. I don't know Tennessee's pass protection rules, but you guys tell me, doesn't it look like that this tackle that the right guard has right now, or the center picks up, I think you kind of want David Sanders to kind of abandon him and then pick up this free linebacker. At the end of the day, I'm not the offensive line coach. What a play by Joey Aguilar. Oh my gosh. But you guys let me know, in my opinion, that's just kind of what it looks like, just very basic understanding of pass protection rules. I would think you'd leave the guy that's been picked up by the center, and then you want to pick up this number 8 that's screaming towards the quarterback. But that's it's good to happen in a game that you end up taking care of on the road, because you can get that in the film room, and it's not going to happen in a game where it matters, right? So this is a great play by Joey Aguilar, though. Just want to play that back. God damn. You guys let me know what you think about David Sanders Jr. If you want a place to store all your evaluations throughout his college football career, check out we-draft.com. Lets you select some strengths, weaknesses that you're seeing, and kind of just store all your information in one place. Thanks for watching.